Spotted a lifted van in the wild. Let's find out what brand it is right now. Action Van Suspension with the Bilsteins. The owner's gonna come out right now and say, "What are you doing to my van?" I'll be like, "Come to our van meet, man. October 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I had to film it before I went into Vaughn's. I might have left Vaughn's and it would have been gone. There it is. Action Van Suspension. The cheapest of the 5-inch lifts. Weldtech and Camberg lift kits have gone up in the last 2 years. The Action Van kit is still $20.89. There's my van. I would park next to him, but this thing will stick out. Yeah, that's how I do it. I always look at the radius arms. Weldtech. And then if the decal's not there, I look at the front. So that's bent beams. The Action Van is the stock orientation on a drop down bracket. Yeah, I film vans, not exotic cars. Van meet roll call. Van meet for October. Most likely the dates are gonna be 6, 7, 8, and 9. So yeah, you might want to take off the 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. My plan is to be out on the 7th, 8th, and 9th. So I'm going to take 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 off. I want to do 3 solid days. 1 day at each spot. 1 day in Slab City, 1 day in Salton Sea, and 1 day in Anza Borrego. So as of now, it looks like there's 6 of us so far, including me. So that's a half convoy. If we could get 12, that's a full convoy right there. I'm getting an idea where everyone's coming from. So far I got a guy coming from Phoenix, Santa Barbara, and Campos Vasquez is in Pasadena. So I'm kind of looking at where everyone's coming from so I could plan this. I think the first spot we should stop at is Nyland, Slab City, because along the way, so Santa Barbara's this way, and then Phoenix is coming from this way. So along the way, everyone will have a pilot to stop at if you want to do the whole sleep in your van experience, shower at pilot experience to avoid hotels and motels. So Campos Vasquez is coming from Pasadena, so he has a pretty cool path. He's going around, then he's going to get to pass the Salton Sea to Slab City, so he'll get to see the artificial ocean. Check out the Salton Sea documentary. Really interesting, so you guys could get an idea what you guys are going to see at this van meet. So he is 184 miles away for his first part. So Campos, he contacted me to ask me when the van meet's going to be so he could start saving money for fuel. The thing I do is I try to keep my van topped off at all times. I try not to let the tank get too low, so that yeah, if I keep it topped off at all times, the first part of my trip is already in the tank. So it already feels like my van's ready for the next road trip. So yeah, that's what I do. It's for the psychology. So I keep this topped off at all times. So I let this tank get lower. Is it focused? Yeah, so I let this tank get lower than I wanted it to. So it says I traveled 86.2 miles. Since I have bigger tires and no re-gear, add 7% to that, so I have about 95 miles on this tank. According to the Ultra Gauge, I have 27 gallons left. 35-gallon tank, so I'm going to put in about 8 gallons, topping off right now. So that's going to be about $45. So yeah, road trip tomorrow. This is the last good day before the desert is regularly 100 plus. So tomorrow the desert's going to be about 82, 83 degrees. So the plan is to do some off-roading tomorrow. And I haven't decided if I want to see Salton Sea or Slab City again. I might do a live stream on Saturday or Sunday. Maybe I'll do Slab City. You want to see a live stream in Slab City or Salton Sea? But definitely want to do one off-roading trip before it gets really hot. No rear locker yet, so my live stream on Sunday, you guys asked me, Chivo asked me what's up with the re-gear and rear locker. Right now, my Corvette's not starting. When I try to start it, I hear a horrible whining sound. So, yeah, I don't. The flywheel sounds like it's not engaging with the starter. Hopefully, it's the starter not connecting to the flywheel. If it's just a starter, it's going to be a $500 fix. If it's the flywheel, it's going to be $1,500 or so. So yeah, that'll severely delay the rear locker and re-gear. If it's just the starter, then I'll do the re-gear and rear locker soon. I just don't want my Corvette sitting for a long period of time. So yeah, that's the plan tomorrow. One more off-roading trip. I'll do it open diff and an air down. So let's get some off-roading footage in a lifted van. Show you guys what a lifted two-wheel drive van could do. I wanted to show you what a lifted two-wheel drive lockered van could do, but we're going to go open diff. Most of you have an open diff, so I'll show you guys what an open diff lifted van could do tomorrow. So it's going to be a good time. So yeah, van meet roll call. We got 6 so far, including me. Half convoy so far.